Hey, Landria here. Welcome to Chic Sustainability. I'm going to talk today about intermittent fasting. No, I'm not an expert, but I'm going to just share with you what I know and what I've done and what works. Yeah, it's not easy, especially here in the United States. It's like, why are you putting on weight? You get older and you say, oh, that's just how it is. And that's actually not true. It's a buildup. It's a buildup of things that aren't healthy, and eventually catches up with you. I'm going to talk about that and how easy it is to do intermittent fasting. You can do it any number of ways. Maybe it's not for you. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to share with you what I know that could be really healthy for you. And maybe you won't have to do those crazy workouts or diets anymore. Let's go. Welcome to Chic Sustainability. I'm Landria Onkka, your host here. I decided that I was going to help my viewers to make better, higher choices for their bodies. We want to look good, we want clarity, and it's so important for us to go into this new era on our planet that is transformative, a cleaner, healthier, more peaceful place. And it starts with every decision that we make. Now, everything I talk about is going to be in the description. Any products that I recommend that I use, I know you guys love my shampoos, non-toxic things, non-plastic, it counts. Let's not mess up our world for the kids behind us and ourselves, right? So I want to share with you just a few things about intermittent fasting without getting into any medical explanations. There's plenty of channels that do that. Now, one person that I love is Dr. Eric Berg. If you don't know who he is, B-E-R-G, he actually is outside the box. He is a doctor, but he gives great advice, and he always is pure, clean, and he'll talk to you about weight loss, and he'll give you all kinds of really cool stuff. But I want to talk about intermittent fasting because it is something that I have done naturally throughout my life, and then purposefully, especially now, and that is, are you eating because you're really hungry? Now you might say, yeah, I'm hungry. Wow, I'm hungry all the time. Well, let me share something with you. There is a response that your body has to whatever you program it to do. In other words, if you're eating all day and it thinks it's hungry, there are sensors in your body that will tell you you're hungry, and those are programmed. Just like anything, we have to reprogram and rewire ourselves, but we don't have to get that crazy here. Intermittent fasting is not going all day without food. It's just picking a window within each day where you can eat. Now, what does that do for you? You'd say, well, I can eat pizza or whatever. Yeah, you actually could. But here's what happens on those hours that you're not eating. Your body has a chance to repair itself. It has a chance to clean things out. It has a chance to rest. So there have been studies, and by the way, I do not want to go into any kind of medical explanations, but I have looked at this very closely, that there are studies that people that do fast, especially those who have cancer, have had some great results, not because of just the intermittent fasting, but it's allowed them to not put things into their body when your body was trying to heal. Again, not recommending anything at all, but those studies are pretty powerful. You might want to look that up. What happens with the body when it's not constantly putting food through it and working and working and working? It just makes sense. Now, here's what happens to your appetite. It's not going to be that easy the first maybe 48 hours, but you pick a window. Now, I pick a 4-hour window and try to make it not past 6 p.m. Because once you start eating at night, you're probably snacking and it's not thoughtful eating. So I will eat from 2 to 6 when I'm intermittent fasting. That means I'm sitting there working, doing all my stuff, and at 2 o'clock, yay, I get to go eat my meal. And do you know what? Most of the time, I'm not even hungry. So I'm eating less. And then I know I have 4 hours, so I'm not cramming food down and overeating. I eat and I'm full. 6 o'clock comes and bing, we're off to the races. Now you will start to lose your appetite. Why? Because you're reprogramming yourself to not be eating all the time. You will actually feel less hungry and not want to eat. That is the key to intermittent fasting, and that is eating when you really actually need it, when you're hungry. Now you can pick any window, and you can pick 8 hours. 8 hours, some people do 8-hour eating. I like to do 4 hours so that I have a longer fasting time. You can pick your window, but be consistent. So if you start to eat at noon and you're going to eat for 8 hours, you can only eat till 6, all right? So you'll have to start earlier if you want to do an 8-hour window. What does that do? It's just a natural ability for your body to clean itself up and to process everything and actually heal. You're going to find yourself sleeping better. So we change those sensors. They're not always saying, I'm hungry, and then all of a sudden you realize, am I really hungry? When you have those thoughts, you're thinking, wait, my body's actually not saying I'm hungry. It's a conditioning that I'm snacking all the time. Now, of course, we want to eat healthy foods. If you even did a 4-hour window of the foods you usually eat, you're still going to improve your results. And then I guarantee you, once you start doing this, you're not going to want to put that garbage in your mouth. Now, I talk all the time about processed food. Stay away from it. If it's frozen, if it's in a can, and yes, of course you can't avoid it 100% of the time. Fresh is better, and guess what, Americans? You don't have to have a freezer full of stuff that's been sitting in there for who knows how long. Frozen food, not the best, but fresh, if you can do that, takes more trips to the store or the farmer's market. Have fun with that. Enjoy it. I go to our farmer's market here on Saturday mornings most of the time, and I get the organic mushrooms, I get the fresh eggs, I get the arugula and the spinach. So I'm supporting my local farmers. Find out where yours is, and it could be a store. You might be shocked at the store that you have that's carrying those products. Intermittent fasting is not just about not eating. It's about allowing your body to heal itself and to rest so that when you do eat, everything's working much more efficiently. And then again, it's not about the crazy diets or working out like crazy. I actually just stopped working out at my club recently. I was doing cross training, and guess what? I lost weight. Yeah. Why? I'm not really sure, but I think I'm working my body out so much. It's always trying to repair or maybe even store fats. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm going to tell you right now, we have been told working out and starving yourself isn't the answer. If you want to give intermittent fasting a try, I would love to hear your comments. See how you feel. Again, get past those 48 hours and all of a sudden you're going to realize, wait a minute, I'm really not hungry. And I don't really want to put any garbage into my body. Sleeping better, feeling better, more energy. Now I'm going to share one more thing with you before I go. It's, again, not that I'm recommending this, but I wanted to see once how long I could go without eating anything. I mean 0. I only had water. I went a week. Now here's the interesting part. After the first 48 hours, not only was I not hungry, but I felt great. I had more energy. I slept great. I felt clear. Now, I have a friend who went 30 days. I don't know about that. 30 days is a long time. I'm not sure that's healthy. Intermittent fasting, of course, is not starving yourself every day. So if I can go a week without eating and feel great, in fact, I really was hesitant to start eating again. I felt so good not to eat that I can tell you right now that there are some benefits. Again, always check with your doctor. And if this is not your thing, just eat healthy, eat clean. Let's be sustainable and chic. I'll see you in the next video.